like
All right, parallel lines.
opposite and exterior, like things like that.
Yep. Sounds good.
All right. Like
All right, parallel lines.
opposite and
All right. I'm assuming that it's this one here, the one titled Untitled from September 4th. Created September 4th, yeah?
Yeah, this is it. Yeah.
Okay. Right here?
Uh-huh.
All right. So when to do these, it's important that you understand some of the parallel postulates. So this says, given that P and Q are parallel, okay? So they're telling you that these two lines right here are parallel. P and Q, those are parallel. Then what is the angle pair name for 3 and 4? So 3 and 4, that would be this one and this one. You see how they're alternating sides of this line? This line is called the transversal. T is called the transversal. You see how these angles are alternating sides?
Yeah.
So those would be called alternate interior angles.
Okay.
Alternate interior angles. Okay, because they're on opposite sides of the transversal, and they're both on the inside of the parallel lines. Okay. So these are called alternate interior. And it says, what is the relationship between 3 and 4? You would say that they are congruent. That's the symbol for it. It's spelled like this. Okay.
All right.
Now down here on number 5, it says, given that AC and FD are parallel. So here's this and this. This is your transversal. Got it?
Okay.
So here, this and this are your parallel lines, and the transversal is the one that cuts through them. It says, what is the angle pair name for BGA? So here's how you read that. B, you start at B, you go to G, and you go to A. That's the angle, BGA. And EHF. E, which I'm assuming is down here below my picture. EHF. You see that? So those are called, shoot, I don't know the name for that one because these are not congruent. Those are called same side exterior, I believe. Does that sound familiar? Do you have your book with you?
Yeah, I think that is, yeah.
Okay. Do you see how they're both on the same side of the transversal?
Yeah.
And both on the exterior of those parallel lines. They're both on the outside of it. So those are called same side exterior angles. And the relationship between those, they're always either, whenever you have transversals like this, they're always either congruent or supplementary.
Okay.
So can you tell that those two are not congruent?
Well, yeah, because the one on the bottom is way bigger.
Yeah, this one's an obtuse angle, and this one's an acute angle. So this one is the same as this one here. And so these two would be supplementary. They would both add up to 180, right?
Yeah.
And so this and this would also add up to 180. So what is the relationship? You say supplementary. Supplementary, if I spelled that right. Okay.
All right.
So for this one, what do you want? Which number 7, I assume?
Yeah, I was doing number 7.
Okay. So again, look at this. Here's an example. These are parallel. They're telling you that these are parallel. And they're telling you that, or they're asking you about what the angle measures are. Well, the angle measures are always either going to be 75 degrees or the supplement of 75 degrees. And I'm going to use red to indicate the 75 degree ones. Do you see why that number 2 has got to be 75 degrees?
Yeah, because they're congruent.
Yeah, they're congruent, and they're called, what are these called if they're across from each other?
Oh no.
Those are called vertical.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, those are called vertical angles. And then this one is the same as 75. Those are called corresponding angles. So 7 is corresponding with 75. 2 is I'm going to talk about what it has to do with that 75-degree angle. Number 2 is vertical. So it's equal to it. So it's 75 degrees. Right? I'll do it like this. Number 2 is going to be 75 degrees because it's vertical to the 75-degree angle that they gave you. Number 7 is 75 degrees and it's corresponding. That's what it's called. That's a corresponding angle. Number 5 is congruent to 75 degrees because it's alternate exterior. Do you see that?
Okay.
It's alternate exterior. So those 4 angles are all equal to each other. Okay. And the other angles all have to be what?
Add up to equal to 180. So
yeah, they all have to be supplementary. So all of those ones are going to be what's supplementary to 75?
105.
Yeah. So all of those angles are going to be 105 degrees. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So let's see. Number 8 now.
Yeah.
So you tell me what number 8 has to be based on what I just told you.
Okay. Find the angle measured. Well, I know number 2 is also, wait, no. 6 is also 80.
Okay. That's correct. What else?
And then 4 is 100. And same
Okay.
with 1 is also 100.
Yeah. Those are 100. I'll do yellow. Yellow is 100. How about 2 and 3?
I don't know, because it can't be it's not the same angle, is it?
Why can't it be?
Because the thing that goes to the middle is not parallel.
Oh, I am so sorry. I didn't even read the question. You're right. It says it's not parallel. Yeah, good job. 4 is not 100 then. You can't assume that 4 is 100. And you can't assume that 6 is 80 because it says that it's not parallel.
Oh,
It says find the angle measures of all angles possible to find. And there's really only one that's possible to find because those are not parallel. Actually, I'm sorry. There's 2 that are, oh, my bad. There are 2 other ones that you can find. Which other ones can you find?
well, 1 because the line has to equal 180.
Right. But how about 3? Doesn't this line have to equal 180?
Oh yeah.
And aren't those vertical? So isn't this also 100?
Yeah, and then and then you could find 2.
Yeah. 2 also has to be 80, right?
Yeah.
But you're right. Since they're not parallel, I was just assuming they were. You can't say anything about these angles. I mean, you know that 5 and 6 are equal, but you don't know what they are. You just know they're equal to each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So, and now it says give the pair name for 2 and 4. What would 2 and 4 be called? What would this pair be called?
2 and 4. It's not corresponding, is it?
No, they're not corresponding.
Oh, what's it called? Are they vertical?
No, vertical is 1 and 3 are vertical. Do you remember? Do you see how they're on the same side?
Oh, wait, 2 and 4?
Yeah, 2 and 4.
Oh, they're same side interior.
Yep, you got it. Same side interior. Okay, makes sense?
Yeah.
I think this is the same one we just did.
Is it?
I'm on page 9. It looks like the same thing.
Yeah, probably. I probably did it twice.
Okay, how about this one?
Right, these ones are tricky.
Yeah, these ones are a little bit trickier. You kind of have to. It's like a chess game. You kind of have to go around the whole circle. So it says find Z, and you know that those are parallel to each other. So what you should do is draw in another line right through Z that's parallel to it. Okay, let's draw a line that's parallel to A and B. So let's call this parallel. Got it?
All right.
Now, if this is 28, you know this has to be what? If this angle is 28, then this angle, see how it's the alternate interior?
It's 28.
It also has to be 28. That's right. And if this one is 101 right here, which other one has to be 101? That one right there.
Okay.
101. See how I created that?
Yeah.
All right. Now, if this is 101, then what does this have to be right here?
79.
Perfect. That has to be 79. So now can you find out what Z is?
Yeah, isn't Z just 79?
It's 79 plus 28. Because you see how Z is, do you see how Z is those?
It's both. Yeah.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
So that's how you do those problems.
Okay. There's some, let me try to find. I don't think we've done this one.
All right. So now this one, they're just putting it together with an expression instead of just a number. So you're going to have to do a little bit of algebra here. Okay.
Okay.
So what do we know? What do we know about if PM and PN are parallel, PM and PN, if those two are parallel, here's your, what's this called? The line that goes through them?
I forgot.
Starts with a T.
The
Transversal, because it
yeah.
transverses it. It goes between them. Okay. So that's your transversal. And what's the relationship between these two angles right here? Are those the same or are those supplementary? You know, they have to be either the same or supplementary. What would they be?
They're the same.
Yep, because they're alternate exterior, right?
Yeah.
So if those two are the same, what can you do?
We could set them equal to each other.
Yep, alternate exterior. And it says find K. So we're going to set that equal to each other. 10K plus 5 equals 13K minus 16. So let's solve this equation. Let's move the K's to the right side, so it's positive. So that would be 3K. And let's move the negative 16 to the other side, so add it. So that would be positive. And so K equals 7. Got it? So now how do you find the measure of TRO?
TRO. Then you just plug in 7, right?
There you go. So it's 70 plus 5, which is 75. And then what would NEY be?
You said NE what?
NEY.
Oh, you just plug in 7 too, so 13 times 7.
It better be the same as the other one, right?
Yeah.
And is it?
91. Yeah.
So there you go. Okay, good. Is this making sense to you?
Yeah.
Hey, next time you take a screenshot, try to do a cropped screenshot.
What's that mean?
So you don't take a screenshot of the entire thing, you take a screenshot of just part of it.
Oh.
So
Okay.
there's a what kind of computer do you have?
I don't know. It's just a normal Chromebook.
Oh, Chromebook. So there's are you using like the 3 buttons or whatever? That one. How are you taking a screenshot?
I just press control, then like this square with 2 little lines.
Yeah, so I think the cropped screenshot is like maybe
I think I see it.
or something with it. If you do a quick Google search for it, it'll still tell you what it is. But it'll basically allow you to like draw a box around just the part of the screen that you want to capture.
Let me see.
Just do a quick search, like how do you take cropped screenshot with Chromebook or something like that. It'll tell you. Do you find it? I don't know. I can look it up.
Yeah, I don't know what it's. It said like take it then.
What kind of Chromebook is it?
It's just the one that the school gives you. I actually have no idea.
Is it an HP?
Yeah.
Okay, you do Control Alt and then that button.
Control
Alt and then the show windows.
Oh, okay.
Got it, and it'll give you a little like a little crosshairs, and you can drag it it wherever you want it to be.
I'm trying to like select it though. It just keeps taking control. I see it.
You have to hold it down. You have to hold it and drag it. Control Alt and then that button, and then hold the mouse down and drag it.
What are you doing? This is the picture. Here we go. I know. Oh. Okay.
Yep. Now you
You get it?
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
You have another one for me?
And let me see. Control. Okay, I just uploaded 3.
All right, I'm gonna have to do these quick because we only have 3 minutes left. Okay.
All right.
Are you on page 11 or 12? Is this where you are? Page 12?
Page 15.
Oh, 15?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There we go. Given the diagram, what's the angle pair name for 1 and 2? So these are called vertical, right? Vertical angles. See how they're across from each other?
Yeah.
What's the relationship? Congruent. Solve for x, set them equal to each other, right? 12x
Yeah.
plus 6.6 equals 14.5x minus 1.4. Let's subtract 12 from both sides, put them to the right side. 2.5x equals, add 1.5. That'd be 8.1. So x equals 8.1 divided by 2.5, whatever that is. It just is 8.1 divided by 2.5, 3.24. 3.24. Make sure you round it if you're plugging it in to the right place. Measure of angle 1. So now you're plugging this back in. So 3.24, you just plug it back in. Let me show you a trick. On your graphing calculator, if you store that 3.24 for x, hit enter. Now every time I type in an x, it's going to plug that in for me. Now I hit enter and it's 45.48. 45.48, and it better be, the other one better be the same, right? 14.5x minus 1.4. It should be 45 point. Uh-oh. So something's wrong with what I did. I must have done the math wrong. So I think I did something wrong there. It is. What did I do wrong? Did I write the problem out wrong, or did I make a mistake somewhere? Oh, I put 1.5 here. It's 1.4. Whoops. So that's not the right answer. This was 1.4, so this would just be 8.
Okay.
So it's 2.5 divided by 8, whatever that is. 2.5 divided by 8. Sorry, is it 8 divided by 2.5? Yeah, I did it wrong. 8 divided by 2.5. 3.2. 3.2 is your answer. 3.2. Now if I plug that in, so now I'm going to store that for X. And now if I go back and hit that button or hit this, it gives me 45. And if I hit this one, it should also give me 45. And it does, because they're both the same. Okay.
All right.
That makes sense how I did that?
Yeah.
Given the diagram, I'm on page 16. What is the measure of D? Well, if these are both parallel, then one of the properties that you have of a parallelogram is that the opposite sides have to be congruent, or opposite angles have to be congruent, and the other angles have to be supplementary. So this would have to be 82. It'd have to add up to 180, and that's 82.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a formula that talks about that. All right. Or there's a property that talks about that. So those are all your angles. Okay. Was that it?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. So there you go. Hopefully that's good.
Yeah, it did help.
All right, man. I will see you next time. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.